Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a post-narrated 5.7 Germany couple of battles here. You may notice that my Twitch overlays are on. I don't really know how that happened. I was obviously not streaming. I do actually get more than 0 viewers when I stream on Twitch, I promise. But anyway, apologies for the Twitch overlays there. But on the same token, thank you to Jamando, Assad Chatha, Gus Sargent, and Mr. Milkman69 for following me at some point since my last stream. Which also about that, my last stream was during the Twitch drops, and I haven't streamed since because my computer setup is currently relocated to my living room because of some reconstruction work due to a burst pipe in my basement. So if you've noticed a slightly different acoustic profile in my videos around this time period, future-proofing a little here, that's the reason why. And that's why this probably sounds a little different. And it's also why it's post-narrated, because I'm in my living room and there were a bunch of people at the house when I was playing this battle using the swimming pool. So I played, and of course I got 2 great battles, but I didn't get any live comms, but it's okay. It was just last night, so I remember everything that happened. Such as my team taking the A point and myself taking the Charlie point, just completely uncontested here. And I will say, capturing a point in a premium tank is glorious, because 11,000 Silver Lions just for a capture, that's a good way to go. So anyway, finish off the capture there, take a shot from somebody all the way up near Bravo, and I start moving in towards, pushing up this way to try and catch their counter push towards Charlie, but there really isn't anyone, and you'll notice somebody in the kill feed there shooting an RU-251 very, very, very close to our spawn, although the RU-251 didn't leave our spawn, so, you know, you gotta leave the spawn if you don't want to get killed in the spawn. Sometimes. It's a two-way street. You also have to go close enough to the enemy spawn to be able to shoot into it most of the time, so, you know, there's that. At any rate, no enemy contact at all, which is just crazy here. I keep expecting to see somebody up on the hill there. I actually stopped here to listen and see if I could hear any engines or machine guns or anything. No, nothing. And then I take a plink that knocks out my machine gunner somehow. And I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And then, sure enough, when I take a peek through the commander view, there it is, an M18 down. Now we've got a heavy marked up here, and I figure most of the enemy team must be up towards Bravo, including the guy who just hit me and bounced one off of me, thankfully. So I've taken 1 damaging hit, but I've had 2 bounce off of me and not really do anything, which is pretty cool. Or 1, anyway. I have several bounce off of me here during this battle. Or during this exchange, I guess. So, pushing up here, got a critical hit on something. Don't actually know what it was, so probably a crew member? I don't know. I pull up, I'm peeking, I'm trying to see what the heck it was that I hit with artillery. There's, I don't know, nothing there. And then I pick up just a hint of movement in my binoculars. And it's the side of a Sherman, and as I drive up to get my gun sighted in on his shadow, I was a little too late and he backed away and just happened to accidentally perfectly angle himself. So I went to go for his turret there, and then he fired at me, bounced off me, and backed away again. And now we're basically in a position where neither one of us can really damage the other one, because I'm behind a rock, and he's angled well enough and backsloped well enough that my 75's just going to keep bouncing off of him. So I'm kind of hoping he'll forget that I'm here, but I'm sure he's marking me, or that someone else will come get him while I've got him distracted. And as I'm pulling forward to take another shot at him, I went to go for his turret, shot a little low. And then by now, I figure it's only a matter of time before somebody from the enemy team locates me. Get a shot off on him, except I don't get a shot off on him, and another M4A1 picks me off from behind. So what looked like a promising start was actually kind of a pain that I was completely unopposed, because I was able to get totally in on the enemy team and get too far extended, but whatever. At any rate, you can see that the M18 there in the kill feed is having a good old time shooting up our spawn, so I'm mostly focused on looking for him. But in the meantime here, let's see what we can do with a fellow aircraft up to give me a little bit of cover in the G55S. Let's see if I can find somebody and do a little bit of strafing here. So, okay, we've got a mark where I suspect Slickby is going to be in his M18. So we'll take a look there. The first thing, though, I notice a tank moving on top of this ridgeline right here, and go in for the strafe on him, where I expected to find somebody with my ersatz. There we go. Picked off his ammo. It's an M41. That's one down. Come back around again, and what do I spot here? A pair of enemy tanks shooting into our spawn. Couldn't quite get the nose where I wanted it to get shots into the M18, but I pickled off all my bombs there. Pulled up, turn around and look, and voila! M26 down at least. Now, swinging back around to finish off Slick and his M18. And the G55S picks him off. There we go. Alright, so that problem is dealt with. So what else can we spot here? We got an enemy chevron marker right here. Let's get a diving, strafing shot on him with the HVAPs. Pretty good hits, and really good hits. Another ammo detonation. See ya. Pulling up around again to make another pass, and at this point you can hear a prop getting awfully close, and as I'm trying to pull the flaps and line her up around again, I get revenge killed by the guy in the M41. It happens. I'd have done the same thing if I had enough points to come back in an airplane, because if there's a 335B2 chewing up your team, you want to get rid of it. I mean, respawning in an airplane when there's a known enemy airplane up that's very dangerous to your ground forces is totally valid. So I went to put a little arty on the Charlie point there, but realized we're taking it back, so no big deal. Came back in my whirlwind to counter the F8 F1B that had just killed me, and he gets shot down, and then I get hit by a little turd in an M56. And I just happened to spot him and take him out, so suck on that one, spawn camper. So my driver's down. We got a P40 zipping around here. Try to get some shots at him. Can't quite get the hit on him that I'm looking for. Put some arty where the likely enemy spawn camping is going to be, and then accidentally drive forward and reset my track repair. Because of course I did. PBJ or B25 goes by, try to lead him. I got an ineffective hit on him. Look over here, here comes an enemy plane, get some shots into him, and oh, there we go. Got him that time. A couple screenshots for the old Discord. Everybody likes to see when YouTubers kill other YouTubers. Streamers. YouTubers kill streamers, streamers kill YouTubers. Whatever permutation of those two words you want to make. Most of us are both YouTubers and streamers, because it doesn't make a lot of sense not to be. But there you go. And that pretty much runs out the clock there. So it's always a valid tactic there, M56, when your team has an extreme ticket disadvantage, and you could, you know, capture the Charlie point to totally go after the enemy spawn. Always helps your team win. But there you go, not too bad of a battle, not too bad of a result. Couple of premium vehicles, gets a pretty good profit, 86,000 lions. Not a whole lot of research towards either my F86 or my M48 Super, but, you know, that's the way it's going to be with lower tiers. Decent reward or awards, and a pretty decent kill feed there. And then I drove another battle. I had another Fulda Gap in between this, as you'll see at the end when the battle notification comes up. But this was the Fulda Gap battle that really mattered. So, really, I was just playing the ersatz and my 5.7 Germany lineup because it does remain my all-time favorite lineup. It's a lot of fun to play this lineup. Now, at some point here, I alt-tabbed. I don't exactly remember what I was doing. Probably looking at... YouTube or something while I was driving. I don't know. But anyway, there's a little bit of a gap that comes up here in a second while I cleaned out when I alt-tabbed, because OBS, of course, freezes while you alt-tab. So all you really missed was just a little bit of driving up the hill to get to Bravo. No big loss there. Unless you really like to watch tanks driving and not doing anything. Which I know most people couldn't care less about that. So they're taking Charlie. No big deal there. I'm about to break into Bravo. I'm expecting enemy contact at any moment. But it actually doesn't happen, and we get another solo cap at Bravo with a premium tank, and that pays very, very, very well. Always worth it. There we go. Another easy 11,000 to start things off. Helps with the potential repair costs as well. So we got a couple things marked over by Charlie. I figure we'll go peek that way, because we've got a bit of cover from these houses here on the east side of Bravo that are kind of covered, give you some cover from their spawn sniper hill and from anybody approaching Bravo. And what do I see? There's an ARL-44 getting marked. Bring the tank to a stop, line up on him, waiting to lead him, and then he stops. Well, that makes leading him awfully easy. Unfortunately, I only got a commander and gunner hit there. I thought for sure he would drive into the cap and get away before I could reload. And then he didn't, so I tried to finish him with a follow-up shot that somehow doesn't take out any more of his crew, and he still doesn't drive forward. And then the third shot finally does actually finish him off, so... there's kill number 1 in the ersatz. Pull forward, and oh god, heart attack, T-34. He's gonna shoot me before I can possibly... oh, he's not looking. Okay, then. We'll just take him out real quick. So he's down for kill number 2. If he'd have been looking, he probably would have had the initiative there to get a hit on me. And there's an enemy 50 cal on the roof of an American tank, so we'll put some artillery at him. I don't think I put the artillery in the right spot exactly, but we'll see in a second that it doesn't matter. No, I did, actually. No, never mind, the artillery is in the right spot. I wasn't sure when I fired it if it was the right place, but it is. And then we hear another enemy tank right here, and sure enough, there's an IS-2. That's not great, especially when you take your first shot and miss, but he was a little hesitant on what to do. The M24 gets knocked out by my flat panzer behind me, so huge help there, because I was a little worried. And then the IS-2 is a little unable to get his gun depression and his turret stability down on me, so lucky for me. I thought for sure I was going to get hit by somebody from their sniper hill any second now, so I called for help, but it ended up I didn't need it. And there we go. Follow-up shot takes out his crew, and there's the third kill. After that, I see some smoke from a shot over there in between those houses over the ridgeline, so let's go investigate that. No enemies in sight, but I know there have to be enemies over there. Either somebody from our team is shooting at them, or they are shooting at our team. And either way. And then I notice somebody all the way back on the sniper ridge. I pick up some motion, and there is what looks like an SU-100P, probably. Put a shot up there at him, don't get any hit, but I just wanted to buzz one across his head to let him know that, hey, you can't just sit up on top of this ridgeline and have free shots at my team. You need to run away. So as we cruise forward through this little bit of hill here, the enemy starts taking Bravo, so right now I want to continue the investigation of the enemies up here, but I can put artillery on Bravo, and then leave my two teammates that are back there next to the Bravo point. There we go, there's a heavy marked on the map, and there's the heavy right there right now. We'll just put a shot into him as we've got a great side shot, and that is an IS tank. We don't want to let that run loose on the battlefield. There's kill number 4, and then what do we have right here? Why, it's an unaware M36. We'll take him for the ace kill. Works for me. Take a peek up on the sniper ridge, and there we go. We got something up there. Let's put a shot up there. There's a quick kill number 6 on an AMX-13 FL-11. I'm starting to feel pretty good about this battle right about this point. And then they're just we're stacking them up like cordwood here. An M18 appears. Get a good shot into him and take him out for kill number 7. Beautiful. Shooting gallery going on here so far. Got another medium marked at the Bravo point, and then a further medium marked just a little bit back behind me. So I'm trying to come and help out my team at Bravo here. There's the fire from an enemy tank, and then my random squad mate in the Waffenträger promptly counterfires and takes out the Iron Duke, and that is the enemy team dealt with at Bravo. So I figure might as well come back and get another free capture out of it. And as I turn around, I notice there's an enemy tank spotted back there, so I figure, let's turn around and deal with him real quick, like at least put a shot into him and maybe force him to back off. So we'll let our guys recapture Bravo, and we'll deal with this T-34, and deal with him we do. Kill number 8 with a one-hit kill on a T-34-85. No complaints there. Wish I could have gotten that kind of an angled hit on the M4A1 in the jungle on the first battle. But, unfortunately, the fences are just enough to slow me down in the little bit of a hill I had to climb there to keep me just short of getting into Bravo in time to take part in the capture here. Oh well. As you'll see at the end of this battle, though, while another little bit of Silver Lions for recapturing there would have been nice, I didn't really ultimately need it. There's a bit of foreshadowing for you. Not a spoiler, because I'm not going to tell you how much I made until you see it at the end, but a little bit of foreshadowing. So things have quieted down for the moment, as I've got a friendly Panther pulling up alongside me to go check out the enemy advance here. And as you'll see, our team is pretty well spread out along the entire battlefield and in really good positions to hold all 3 capture points. And as I'm searching, there we go, another T-34 up on the sniper hill. I guess my shot there was a little short. I couldn't tell because there was already dirt up on the ridgeline. So I thought I'd fired over him, so I lowered my shot down, which of course was the wrong direction because it was a little bit short to begin with. Raised up my shot a little bit and decided to back off the ridgeline. Now that shot from my teammate behind me I thought should have hit him. And maybe it did and it bounced, I'm not entirely sure. I finally do dial in the range there and I get a bounce off of the angle of his driver vision blocks. After that, a second ricochet and he backs off the ridgeline there. So next comes a little sequence that is quite unfortunate. My squad mate in the Waffenträger takes out a Challenger, but an Avenger, who is a squad mate for the Challenger, takes him out. Now, I don't know where this Avenger is exactly, and unfortunately, my random squaddy didn't get back into the battle fast enough to mark it, so I'm looking around, focused on the T-34-85 here, and really, the Avenger could be anywhere because we're up on a slightly elevated position and we're pretty far forward, so I don't know if he could have shot him from the lake down in F and G2 for all I know. I still have no idea how I didn't hit that BT-5 for what should have been kill number 9 there. I guess I fired over him? I don't know. I did get an assist on the T-34-85, but unfortunately I took a big, very, very critical hit from the Avenger there. And then we're in a lot of trouble. I'm trying to call for help from that Panther that was back behind me at Bravo, but he's focused on shooting at something, I guess, because he doesn't react until it's way, way, way too late, and we're just in a lot of trouble here from this Avenger, and then it ends up not mattering because his squad mate, that my squad mate had killed, comes back and bombs me out in a Typhoon, but hey, whatever. 8 kills, an assist, and a capture in a premium tank is just fine. So, back in the old 335B2 again, and boy, I did not expect the battle that I had in this thing, let me tell you. So after asking our guys, please, when you get hit, just do your best to try and mark where it came from, especially if you're near teammates. I roll back in and I'm just kind of scanning, looking for any sort of enemy firing or any chevron marks or anything. I see one right up here, but our guys took it out. So that guy's no longer there. Sweep back over, looking for the Avenger that killed me. Can't find him anywhere. There's the bombs where I just got killed, and then I pick up a couple of enemy SPAA here. So, well, hit them as fast as I can, pickle off both my bombs, and try and swerve away. Get one, and then we take some server is not responding for a second here. And then suddenly, when the game comes back in, it gives me the second kill on the other SPA. I think I got them both at the same time, and the delay in the response was just from the server lag out. And then I pick up a Sherman over here by this farmhouse, get some really good hits into him. Can't quite take him out, but decide at the last second, maybe we should lift the right wingtip about 3 inches or so just to make sure we actually clear that farmhouse. He gets taken out for an assist. And then I'm circling back around looking for any more enemy activity, and we pick up a whole bunch of things here. Now this is the enemy spawn, but I can't really help that from the air. Pick off an Achilles, and then what do I find? Well, we'll just pick off this guy right after that for a couple more. And we're going to sweep back around and make another roll back in on the enemy activity here. We got SPA firing at us. And there is one tank off to the left, and as I get in closer, I realize there are 2 tanks off to the right, so we'll go for the 2 tanks. One is a Churchill, and I couldn't quite get good hits into him, but I did pick off the Crusader AA. So 5 kills and an assist in just over 2 minutes with the DO-335B2. That was a very unexpected ace run there for a total of 13 kills, 2 assists, and a capture for the battle. Yeah. So check out this Silver Lion gain. Not too bad. Now that, of course, is a combination of a premium tank, a premium airplane, a premium account, and a victory. No other boosters, but, you know, the premium combinations there is pretty good. Pretty good awards, pretty good battle log there, if I do say so myself, and pretty good battle altogether, so. There we go. It should be pretty apparent by now, if you've watched my channel at all, why the 5.7 Germany lineup is my favorite of all time. Thanks very much for watching me, guys. Don't forget to check out these links here for some further things to look at, and thanks very much. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.